Oh, I didn't spell Florence wrong, did I?
No, that's right. Welcome into the Elkton Lake Benton High School gym for another Sauls Media broadcast of the Elkton Lake Benton Elks. Run with the Herd tonight, live on YouTube. Thanks for tuning in and following Elkton Lake Benton Athletics. Our exclusive presenter tonight is Bankstar Financial. With locations in Volga, Brookings, and Elkton, Bankstar provides big-time business with a small-town feel. Looking to finance a home? Need a car loan? How's your retirement plan looking? Stop in today to chat with local professionals. Bankstar Financial, a proud sponsor of Elkton Lake Benton Athletics and Sauls Media Broadcasts. I'm Al Rydell. Stephen Rydell is here with me again tonight. And we are in the Elkton gym where the Elkton Lake Benton Elks will be hosting the Florence Henry Falcons.
That's going to be a mouthful over and over.
Florence Henry Falcons. I'm just going to go with the Falcons and the Elks. It's a little bit easier that way. Yeah, both these teams coming in looking pretty good right now. Let me grab my sheets here. Elkton comes in at 4-1, and Florence Henry comes in at 4-2. Their only common opponent was Waverly South Shore. Actually, there's that's, what am I looking at here? Yes, Waverly South Shore was their only common opponent. Florence Henry beat them 57-51, and Elkton Lake Benton beat them 78-55. So, looking right now, just on paper, pretty close teams. Both of them score about the same amount of points. Stephen, if you're looking on the app there, what do we got for kind of the comparison?
Sure, absolutely. Real neck and neck when it comes to the individual statistics for these teams, averaging around 55, 60 points a game. Points allowed is near identical, sitting right about 50. So it goes to show you these teams can play some defense, especially on the perimeter, preventing other teams from shooting those long-range shots that let the score get a little bit out of hand. You look at the height for these guys a little bit. There's a little bit of an edge there when you get towards the Florence Henry roster. With these co-op schools, their teams can be any manner of mixture, height, speed. I was looking for more attributes there. I didn't come up with any. But
right.
You really don't know what you get when you look at these teams, and that makes some of these smaller town schools a lot more exciting to watch for someone who has lived in Sioux Falls for the last couple of years, and all you've seen is Sioux Falls ball. It's really a mix of whatever you could get.
Definitely. And the crowd is good. We've almost got a full house. People keep piling in, so we're going to have a good crowd tonight. So you probably hear that in the background, without a doubt. A couple of things to be aware of. Some of the names on the Florence Henry Falcons list are not radio friendly, as in I have to say them. So we've got a Dawson Lavacek, we've got a Carson Vavruska, an Aiden Siglock. I will do my best not to butcher these names. I did ask a couple of parents how to pronounce them. I think I got them right. We'll find out. If a couple of the parents in front of me turn around every time I say a name and give me a dirty look, we'll know that I'm not quite doing it right. But we'll get it figured out.
At least there are a few saving grace names out there. There are things like Kelly and Caulfield that we can probably handle for most of the evening.
Right. There's a Sumner, a Berg, a Cole. We can do those, no problem. And then on the Elkton Lake Benton side, we've got Erickson, Schindler, Nordmeyer, Stein, Whisker. And we've said those names hundreds of times, so shouldn't be a problem there. So, Stephen, while we're here, and people are kind of out there, let's show them the Elk Cam. Let's see who's out there.
All right. Go ahead and get a little bit of a
zoom.
Look
at all those pretty faces over there. Yeah, I see the DeVries parents over there. I see some Drietzes over there. I see some Nordmeyers. Lots of students on hand. So, yeah, it should be a good night. Good night for some good basketball. Little chilly outside, so a good time to be inside. If you don't want to listen to my voice or Steven's voice, come on down. There's still some room for people to come and sit and watch this ball game. So, what else we got here? Between games, this is a doubleheader tonight, so we'll have the girls' game after this one. After this game is over, we will finish and close this stream, and then we will open another stream to start the girls' game, so that they'll be separate. You'll be able to see both of them on YouTube, but both of them you'll have access to, no problem. Both of these teams, so Florence Henry, On the 14th, we'll be going to Northwestern. I don't know where that's at. And then after that, be going to Britton Hecla. The Elkton Lake Benton Elks will be in Lake Benton next week on the 14th, hosting St. Mary's. So that'll be a home game for the Elks, but in Lake Benton as opposed to Elkton. So, and then on the 17th of next week, they'll be in Arlington to battle the Cardinals.
That's a double dose of Cardinals there.
There are, as Stephen talked about last game, we have 5 birds in a row with St. Mary's, Arlington, Canton, and Coleman Egan, and the Florence Henry Falcons that the Elks have to go against.
I suppose we'll be answering the age-old question: can Elks fly?
I don't know if that's really the question, but can they beat a bird?
Probably if they can fly.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true. I have seen, I don't know about a falcon, but I've seen an eagle pick up a deer. So there's that to watch out for.
It's a big eagle.
Well, it was a small deer. And this would be the school song, which I don't know.
We are bandless this evening. No band in the stands. We were treated to that during the girls' game on Tuesday. This week has moved quickly. There's been a lot of games this week.
It has.
Have more next week.
Yeah, and a doubleheader this week. So let me bring up some of our sponsors. I already told you about Bankstar Financial. We've got Bell Brands. We've got the Elkton Locker, GP Auto, Elkton Lumber, Precision Risk Management, Shorty's Hot Box Food Truck, and the Lake Benton Resort. They'll be doing our player of the game today. This year overall, but yeah, the Lake Benton Resort, IPS Integrated Power Services, Nick's Hamburgers, Jimmy John's, the Man Cave Barbershop, and Turf Guard Lawn Service. A good group of sponsors there, and if you want to sponsor the Saul's Media broadcast, just let us know, and we'll get a hold of you and hook you up.
I promise there's not that much paperwork for it.
Right? We'll talk about you on the air, and it'll be good. Good, clean fun. And Stephen and I have gotten chairs now for our broadcast, so it's a little bit more comfy than sitting on the bench for the game. So that works.
We keep accumulating small pieces of a broadcast booth. We will eventually have built a pillow fort around ourselves here in the bleachers.
Right.
And it will be just like a broadcast booth.
Right. So we'll be, in a little bit here, we'll be doing starting lineups. And our starting lineups are brought to us tonight by the Elkton Locker in downtown Elkton. Put hand-cut steaks, chops, and chicken on your family's table and support a local business. Steve and Diane have been longtime supporters of Elkton Lake Benton Athletics and are proud to be a part of these Saul's Media broadcasts. Stop into the Elkton Locker today for weekday hot lunches, fresh produce, groceries, deli cuts, and savory steaks and chops. So once we get to the starting lineup, we'll bring them up again and let you know that the Elkton Locker is sponsoring that. And then we'll have the opening tip a little bit later after that, too. So full capacity crowd here tonight. We do have a crowd in front of us. We did tell them they are going to be, you don't even see them much on there, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, I think we'll make it okay.
Yeah, we'll be good. We'll be good. I won't be able to tell you what's going on because I would have to stand up, and that sounds like a lot of work right now. But see, I see the Nibbies over there. I see the Olsons. Let's see. Who else do we see? There's an Osland. They're all over the place. So what are you looking forward to seeing tonight, Stephen?
Looking to see some physical basketball. I think we got treated to that quite a bit at the beginning of this week down in Tri-Valley. I'm hoping to see some more of that. Some touches inside the paint, off the glass, big man style basketball. You don't have to be 6'8" to play that style of basketball. It just takes a level of effort. I think I'd like to see that quite a bit. I don't know if I would consider either of these teams right out of the gate to be, a lights out shooting team. That doesn't mean by any means they can't get beyond the arc and put it down, but I think I'm looking to see the defensive hustle points show up on the scoreboard.
Right. And just a heads up, last game's out. Florence Henry was in Wilmot, and they won that game 54-37. And Elkton Lake Benton was at Tri-Valley, won that game 69-53. That one was a pretty good game. They got down early. They were down by 11, and by halftime they had a 2-point lead, and the third quarter happened, and that was pretty much the end of the game there. But they did play a good second half, had a lot of threes in that third quarter, and moved to get a win on that. So again, 4-2 and 4-1. We've got a good matchup tonight. We'll see how it goes, but we've got about 43 seconds here, and they'll start doing the national anthem and the starting lineups. We're going to have our national anthem here. And that was our national anthem. And we'll get you here the starting lineups here.
No players. Now on guard, a 5'19", number 12, Carson.
So the starters for Florence, I don't know if you're able to hear them, are number 12, Carson Vavruska, number 23, Carson Kelly, number 35, Ty Berg, number 45, Mason Warney, and number 50, Tristan Sumner. And that was the Florence Henry Falcons.
And now the starting lineup
And for your Elkton Lake Benton Elks, number 0, Elliot Erickson. Number 2, Riley Nordmeyer. Number 3, Tanner Stein. Number 5, Colt Beck. And number 12, Tanner Dreetz. And those are your starting lineups brought to you by the Elkton Locker in downtown Elkton. And our opening tip will be brought to us by Bell Brands, the Mini Baby Bells, the snack cheese of champions. Peel one today. It looks like number 35, Ty Berg. And I don't know for sure, but I'm going to guess Tanner Dreetz will be jumping for the Elks. And that was a correct guess on my part. Good for me. A little bit of size advantage right now for the Falcons. I'm guessing just watching the Elks the last game that they're going to be a little bit on the speed side advantage for us there. But we'll see how that plays out here. And here we go. The jump quickly off for the Falcons. That was a good move. Just a tap forward to Vavruska. He's going to score. Back down to the corner. And that'll be Warney with the rebound. Again, the 3. And Falcons looking off to get to a quick start. Colt Beck quick the other direction. All the way up for Erickson. And he's going to get caught in the corner. Out to Dreetz. A little bit long, no good. And kind of a jump loose ball. It's going to be out of bounds in Falcons basketball. We'll see if the pace slows down here a little bit. We've already been up and down the court 3 times. And it's only been 31 seconds. A little bit of a press put on here by the Elks. Falcons get it down court, no problem. And number 35, Ty Berg, able to break the defense there and get a nice little layup. Erickson will center the ball. To the left to Nordmeyer. To Stein, that was Colt Beck. Little long, no good. Elkton still not yet on the board. Only down 4. They're going to say that foul was on the floor, so it'll just be out of bounds, no score. Foul's going to be on Colt Beck. Falcons inbound. They're going to put it back up top. Over to the right side for Vavruska. Into the middle. Ball's going to get knocked away by Dreetz. Back out top. A little bit long, no good. That was 23. Carson Kelly with that miss. Tanner Dreetz, top of the key. Beck with a long 3. No good. Falcons will bring it back up. It's Carson Kelly bringing it up for the Falcons. Vavruska back to Kelly. Down in the corner for Warney. And Erickson will step in front of that pass and get it back. He's got a quick little break here. Run in front. And the Elks are on the board. Colt Beck gets a nice little dish after Erickson had a good assist there. 35. Ty Berg has been pretty aggressive getting in there, driving the lane. Elks will have to find an answer for him. And that's going to be Tanner Stein's first foul. Be out of bounds. And Berg, again, no answer for that yet. He's got all 6 of their points. Forward to Erickson, quick. Back out to Tanner Dreetz. He's going to drive the lane. Kick it out to Beck. Beck for 3. It's good. It's a 1-point game now. These two teams pretty well matched as we got started here. Berg into the middle. Back out to Vavruska. Shot's a little long. Falcons with the rebound. Tanner Stein's going to have his second. And Tanner Stein's going to take a seat. Joseph Nibby is going to come into the game. Falcons will take it out underneath. And also Tucker Keller checked into the game for the Falcons. Up to Beck, up to Dreets. They're staying on Dreets pretty well. They've watched their film. There it goes. Good bounce it in. And that's a 3. And the Falcons want a timeout. And that 3 gives Elkton their first lead of the game. Elkton Lake Benton. So they are now up 8-6 with just 5 minutes left to go. 5 minutes in the first quarter. Steven, what are you seeing out there?
Interesting start here from the Elks. It may have been they heard me in the pregame show talk about how they're not quite the shooting team. Whatever. They came out and shot some threes and were able to put some on the board there. It was a slow roll, but the first thing they did was answer the pace that Florence Henry wanted to play with a full court press. Then when they were able to create some chaos and provide some turnovers for the team, go back and score up underneath.
Yeah, they're doing a really great job. That Berg, what's his first? Ty Berg, he's doing a really good job getting in the paint. So they're going to have to deal with that as the night goes on. But so far so good. Both sides playing well. Should be a pretty good game. So Vavruska will bring it up. There's a 3-quarter press here by the Elks. Over to the right side, looking to get it inside. Big mismatch as far as size inside. And that's where they went. And ball is in. That was Tristan Sumner with the turnaround on Colt Beck. Way bigger than Colt Beck. Dreets inside. No good on the layup. And we'll get Sumner, I believe, with the foul on that one. Yep, and that'll be Sumner's first foul. And Dreets will shoot 2. First one is up and good. And Blake DeVries will check into the game. And it looks like Elliot Erickson or somebody's going to come out. No, who came out? Oh, Colt Beck came out. He was already over here. I think when he tussled with Sumner, he got a lip hit or something. All right, we've got a full court press now. Berg bringing the ball up for the Falcons. To the right side, that's 23, Carson Kelly. Back out top, Keller to Vavruska. Bruska loses control of the ball. Like Erickson kind of knocked that away. Back to this side, that's Keller. Inside. Down to the corner, Berg, no room to go with there. And Vavruska from way downtown, just a little short, not bad. DeVries with the rebound, going the other direction. Nordmeyer gets it to Erickson. Erickson to DeVries. DeVries outside to Dreets. Reset up. Erickson looking for space left side. And that is Joseph Nibby getting it over to the Dreets. Dreets with a 15-footer, just a little strong, no good. And the Falcons come the other way. Vavruska from outside. They really kind of closed the lane down now after those first few times with Berg getting in. A good pick there. Shot a little strong, no good. Good rebound there by Nibby as Tristan Sumner just missed his little 2-foot jumper. Nibby with the deal. They're going to call him a charge. He went in pretty strong. Colt Beck will check back into the game here, and Riley Nordmeyer will sit down, take a rest. Elkton leads 10-8 with 3:11 to go in this first period. Beck going to put the wheels to use here. Really making the Falcons work right now. Doing a good job not to foul, but getting in front of them every step. Really high energy there from Colt Beck, but that's the Colt Beck we know. Berg back to Vavruska at the top. That's Keller. Back over to Keller. Looking to get inside. Big mismatch. DeVries tried to front that and didn't get a hand on the ball. And Sumner will score another 2. Tied back up 10-10. Nibby over to Erickson. Erickson's got some space. Out to Dreets. Dreets for 3. And he's got to be careful if Dreets heats up on the 3s. He'll put 7 down. Hurry. 2:19 left to go in this first period. Vavruska bringing it up. A lot of picks here. Back door to Berg. Berg is going to make that layup pretty good. 13-12. Erickson back up the other side. Calling for his pick. Back shot. No good. He's going to get his own rebound. Up to Dreets. Back top of the key. Back to Dreets. Over to Nibby. We've got the Mine Seagulls in the corner. No good. And Nibby can knock the ball out of bounds. It'll be Falcon basketball. Number 1, Lane Schindler's going to come in. And Elliot Erickson's going to take a break. I don't believe we saw Schindler in the last game.
I think that's correct.
So it'll be good to see him out there and see what he can do. Lane is a junior. Vavruska and Beck. That's a pretty good pairing there. And Blake DeVries steps in front and gets that pass. It's going the other way. Nibby down to Schindler. First shot. Schindler misses. Not quite as strong, but good job. Vavruska the other direction. Beck will stop him top of the key. Trying to get it in. DeVries steps in front of Nibby, or that's Mason Warney. Good job by Blake DeVries just getting in front of that, knocking it out of bounds. He tried to front Warney before and didn't pull it off, so much better that time. Vavruska stepping in. Berg is wide open. Dreets stepped right in front. Nibby's going the other direction. Dreets for 3. No good. Rebound by number 45, Mason Warney. And Berg will bring it back for the Falcons. Berg going to the right side. That's Kelly. Kelly to Vavruska. And we're going to have a pushing foul. I believe that's going to be on number 5, Colton Beck. And Tanner Dreets will take a rest here. And number 15, Tegan Krogh will go in for him. And Colt Beck will sit down as he's got his second foul. Excuse me, and Elliot Erickson will get back into the game. Got 45 seconds here left in the first period. First shot by Vavruska is up and good. And that should tie us at 13. And second shot is up and good as well. Erickson going the other way for the Elks. Gives it to Schindler, to Krogh. Nibby, top of the key. And they're going to call, I believe, they're going to call Krogh for a offensive foul. That'll be his first. And it'll be Falcons basketball with 34 seconds left to go in this first period. The Elks trailing 13-14 to the Falcons. It's number 23, Carson Kelly brings it up, gives it to Vavruska. Over to Keller. Over to Warney. No space inside. Berg will try to drive. Nibby with a good stop. Nibby knocks that ball away. And he's going to be tripped, I believe, by 0. That'll be his first foul. And the good news for us is Lavacek hasn't checked into the game yet, so I don't have to say that name yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. It'll come, I'm sure. 11 seconds. The Elks trying to just wait for that last shot here. Over to Tegan Krogh, to Schindler. Deep 3, no good. And that'll be the end of the first period. And our first quarter stats are brought to you by GP Auto. taking care of all your car repair needs, oil changes, engine repair, tire replacement. Grant and Friends will have you back on the road. Located on the east side of Brookings by Daktronics. Call and schedule your car appointment today. So, Stephen, what did you see in that first quarter?
Boy, talk about a declaration of intent for how this game is going to go. The Elks came out in a full court press for most of that quarter. The timeout came from the Falcons in order to adjust to it, and they've decided their answer to that is going to be play at their own pace. Going to bring the ball up slower than they originally intended to and get set up into an offense. So I think we're headed straight for a defensive battle here. I would not expect the gap on the scoreboard to widen by very much.
Right, and I would not be surprised if the score doesn't get over 35, and we have a winner with that. Both these teams, they're a little cold right now. They might heat up a little bit more, and we'll get up in that 50 range. But right now, the way they're going defensively, it's going to be a 38-36 ball game, and it's going to be close.
I would be very unsurprised to see the score not surpass that space. And the reason for it is both teams are putting out a great defensive effort. We're seeing noses in numbers all across the board. It's really been fun to watch, maybe not from a scoring standpoint, but if you're an enjoyer of the defense side of the game, this is a good one to watch.
Very much so. And we'll get started with the second quarter here. For the Elks, we've got Stein, Nordmeyer, Beck, Erickson, and Dreitz. Left side to Erickson. Erickson's going to try to go inside of Beck. And big number 50, Tristan Sumner, kind of wouldn't let him by, which is, that's fine. That's how it works. That's why you get a big guy down low. Vavruska will bring the ball up for the Falcons. Tries to get it inside. Front that and get that, steal that ball away. Erickson pushes it. And that's to Nordmeyer. Nordmeyer a little strong. Dreitz is going to get it out to Colt Beck. Beck for three. A little strong, no good. Yeah, big Tristan Sumner will get the rebound. Gets it up quick to Tucker Keller. It's almost taken away by Stein. Both of these teams are kind of throwing their bodies all over the place. And the Elks are kind of shutting down the lane. The Falcons are trying to get in and do whatever they can. And this time for a push on Stein as he got in front. And that'll be Sumner's second foul. Tanner Stein working his tail off down there.
I mean, you can't blame the Falcons for trying to go there. The mismatch is very apparent.
Yeah, the mismatch is very apparent. If he can stay in front and just post him up, he'll have a good game. Stein with the ball at the elbow. Back to Beck. Beck going to drive. To Stein in the corner. Three, no good. Little long. And they're going to get Beck. Just a hand on the arm.
Well, you got to wonder if that check in there is for Colt Beck. That is his third on the night.
Yeah, it is Colt's third foul. So Nibby will come in and Colt will take a seat for a little bit here. Still 14-13 Falcons lead. And the Falcons will bring the ball up to half court. That's Carson Kelly over to Vavruska. Warney will give him a little room and he'll double pump and drop in a little 10-foot shot. Quickly the other direction. Elkton, Lake Benton pushing the status here. Back to Tanner Stein. Tried to go inside. Got it to Dreitz at the top of the key. Dreitz to Erickson. Erickson looking for space. Good drive inside. Nice turn. Shot's just a little light on the right side. No good. 16-13 Falcons lead. 5:57 to go in the second period. That's Keller. Over to Vavruska, right side. Tries to drive. Erickson's got him stopped. Warney tries to get it down to Warney, and he's fronted by Tanner Stein again. Kind of knocks it all over the place. I'm not sure what just happened there.
I'm not sure I can tell you either. There was a little bit of a hand motion explanation I didn't get.
I heard recall. There was never a change of possession, but I don't know if the ball went out of bounds at some point and they didn't stop play or what happened. But they're going to stop play, bring it out of bounds for the Falcons, and they'll inbound. Maybe.
I'm not sure if they entirely know
That's
what's going
a
on here
definite
either.
maybe.
There's a real conversation going on.
It is a real conversation down here. And we are lucky enough to be graced by the Lake Benton Resort. Randy Lixon here sitting beside us. So we got to be really on our game and not say anything bad about him while he's here. Now they're trying to discuss it with both head coaches. I mean, Coach Erickson was right here, so he kind of heard the whole thing.
I'll have to double check the rule book, but I don't think you get a challenge flag.
Yeah, I don't.
High school basketball.
I would have thrown one. So the Falcons will inbound, and now we can play basketball again because I don't know what happened there. Inside to Berg to Vavruska, and the Elks got a hand in his face, but good shot by Vavruska, and that is 18-13, 5-point game. Left side to Tanner Dreets. Tanner dribbles to the middle. Left side to Stein. Stein, same thing. The Falcons are doing the same thing the Elks are doing. They're shutting down that lane. Nibby did get a shot off, but it was, the shot wasn't off. Tanner Stein had traveled in the lane before that got off. So it'll be Falcons basketball the other direction. 5:05 left to go in this first half. Elkton trailing 18-13. We're going to have a foul on 12. Must be an illegal screen.
That's correct.
And that will actually be Carson Vavruska's first foul. And Nibby will inbound for the Elks. Erickson taking the ball down, gets it to Tanner Dreets. Back to Nibby, left side to Erickson again. Stein over to Nordmeyer. Not a lot of space in the lane. A lot of work being had to try to get inside. Definitely not a lot of layups from either team. We're talking 10 to 12 footers. Tanner Stein gets in there. No good. A little strong. I think he was expecting contact. Didn't get it. Right side to Berg. Berg out top to Kelly. Kelly to Vavruska. Back to Kelly. Berg streaking through the middle there. Didn't see him. Warney for three. Not your normal big man. Don't usually shoot the three, but went for it. No good. And Nibby with a charge there. That's Nibby's second foul on the day. Elkton Lake Benton having a little bit of problem with foul trouble so far, but everybody being aggressive, kind of what you're getting. Keller, back to Kelly, over to Vavruska. And Tanner Stein, and lay up the other direction. Tanner Stein coast to coast. Nice job by Tanner Stein there to get in front of that pass and take it the distance. He's got some speed on him. 18-15, brings that back to a three-point game. Maybe Stein knocks that out of bounds. Away from Carson Kelly. I've got a Kelly and a Keller. Warney's going to sit down, and Tristan Sumner's going to come back in. They are rotating the big men. Kelly will get it into Vavruska. Over to Sumner. Sumner quickly inside to Keller. Keller to Berg. Berg's going to drive the lane. No good. Other direction. Tanner Stein with a nice layup there, getting another 2 points. So 1 point ball game once again. 2:56 to go in this first half. Tanner Stein with nice moves there. Vavruska bringing the ball up again for Erickson. Erickson's going to get called this time. I think that competition could go back and forth the whole game. Over top to Berg. Berg back out to Vavruska for three, and it's good. Tried to fall and get the foul, didn't come to him. Right side to Nordmeyer. Gets it over to Stein. Stein to Nibby. Nibby tried to drive baseline. And they're going to call him for his third charge. Not sure I agreed with that one, but that's where we're at. That'll be Nibby's third foul, so he's going to sit down. Blake DeVries will come in for him. It's 21-17, 4-point ball game. 2:26 left to go in the second period. Kelly brings the ball down for the Falcons over to Keller. Back up top to Sumner. Over to the right side to Vavruska. Kelly back to Vavruska. Another three. No good. Blake DeVries with the rebound. A good pass. That was Tanner Stein driving the lane. To Erickson, and he got the 2 points and the N1. Do they say who was that foul on?
I apologize. I did not catch it.
Was it 23? Shot after, no good. So Keller will bring the ball up. Blake DeVries will front. And they're going to get Tristan Sumner for pushing Blake DeVries around. And that will actually be Sumner's third foul. So he's going to sit back down, and Warney is going to come back into the game. Mason Warney. It's number 45, the other big man for the Falcons. So 21-19, 1:42 to go in this second period. Erickson brings the ball up. Gets it to Tanner Stein. Back to Erickson. Top of the key to Nordmeyer. Three is good. And the Elks lead again, 22-21. 1:29 to go. And they're going to get zero. Erickson with a push after the shot. So Vavruska will get 2 shots as they are now in the bonus. So Carson Vavruska will put the first shot up, and it's good. And Erickson will sit down, and Lane Schindler will come back into the ball game for him. And Vavruska with his second shot, and it is good. And it'll be 23-22. 1:25 to go in the second period. Schindler left side to DeVries. DeVries back to Schindler. That one barely slipped in there. Nordmeyer to Stein. Stein with a 10-footer. Good. 3. Kelly gets the ball knocked away. He gets it back. Warney tries to go in the lane. No good. Rebound by Tanner Stein. He is all over the place right now. Stein across to Tanner Dreitz. 50 seconds. Dreitz to DeVries. Over the corner to Nordmeyer. Nordmeyer inside to Schindler. Schindler trying to get space. Turns around, no good. DeVries will get the rebound. And DeVries now up 26-23. 32 seconds to go. Kelly down to Berg for the Falcons. Back to Vavruska, top of the key. 23 seconds left. They're going to hold for 1. It's a 3-point ball game at the moment. The Elks leading 26-23. Looking for a screen. Vavruska with a long 3. No good. Blake DeVries with the rebound. Gets it out to Tanner Dreitz. 1 second to go. Tanner Dreitz with the 3. No. Is there a foul? Hold on. He's called a foul. Black 35. So that will be foul on Ty Berg. That'll be his first foul. But Tanner Dreitz will shoot 3. And that was at the end of the period. The buzzer was going as the ball was in the air, so we're good there. And he'll shoot 3. Oh, point 2. They're going to say it was on the ground. So he's going to shoot. He's going to get 3 shots. But there is 0.2 seconds left on the clock. Now, from my experience in basketball, it takes 0.3 seconds to catch a ball and release it. So the half is pretty much over, other than Tanner's 3 free throws. Missed his first one. Tanner struggling from the free throw line right now. Last shot here. Straighten it out. Tanner got the last one. Inbound, and that'll be the end of the first half. Well, welcome to the Elkton Lumber halftime show, brought to us by Elkton Lumber. Adding on to the house, building a deck, Elkton Lumber has all the materials you need to complete any project. Stop in and chat with Luke or Danny to make your vision a reality. Elkton Lumber, downtown Elkton. So at the half, Stephen, what do you see?
I think there's a couple things I want to keep my eye on as we go into the second half that are developments of the first half. The first one I want to talk about is Tanner Drietz and Ty Berg. Those guys have been matched up with each other just about the entirety of the game. And if you take a look at their stat sheet, Ty Berg has 6, and I believe Drietz has 4.
Drietz has
10. Does he have more than that?
4. I can't see that.
I'm going to say Drietz has 4. And that is because that matchup is so tight. It's very clear that they want to get those guys involved in the game from both sides of this game. But them being matched up on each other is canceling out. Almost like a game of beanbags, keeping one on the board, one comes on, cancels the points out. I would expect this second half to be more of an effort from both sides to get those guys involved in scoring, especially inside. A lot of the height for these teams are involved in those two players. You want to get them around the rim. So I'd be expecting to see a lot more out of that in the second half. The other thing I want to keep an eye on is Tristan Sumner in the opening half was a big physical force on the inside for the Falcons. And I think that Coach Erickson found the solution that he likes there, and that's going to be DeVries on that matchup. And he was a huge energy burst at the end of that first half, finding quite a few rebounds and drawing some fouls that put Tristan Sumner in a trouble spot.
Right, and I like that matchup right now with between Sumner and Warney, not between them, but them on the Falcons side. They obviously have 2 big men. Big men get winded faster. It's just how the life works. But Tristan Sumner, if he's got 3 fouls already, and Coach Erickson with the Elks is putting a stronger, faster guy on both of those. So when that pass is coming in, they're able to front and knock that ball away and causing Sumner to foul. If Sumner gets out of this game with fouls, that leaves Warney as the only big man. He's going to get tired, and he's going to get tired fast. And I think that is a disadvantage to Florence as we go on. Elkton Lake Benton also has a few people with, Elliot Erickson has 2, Tanner Stein has 2 fouls. They're still okay, but Colt Beck and Joseph Nibby both with 3 fouls already, so we got to watch those as well.
Absolutely, especially as we come into the second half here, we'll be keeping an eye on if the Elks come out of the locker room and jump straight into that press action again. I'd be unsurprised to see them do so. I think they really want to put the Falcons in a spot where they feel uncomfortable bringing that ball to the floor.
Right. And both of these teams are doing a great job right now of keeping the other team out of the paint. They're making all those shots in the paint are contested. They're taking 10 and 15-foot jumpers and even some 25-footers. Some of these are insane how long they're shooting. But they're keeping them out of the paint, doing a good job on defense of not allowing them to get in there and get the easy shots. So the other part of this is who's going to get tired faster towards the end of this game, who's going to get better looks inside that paint.
Absolutely. The other guy I'd be looking to activate if I'm the Falcons, I'm going to struggle with his name.
Vavruska? Carson?
Yeah. He almost willed his way onto the scoreboard and in the second quarter there, finding a way to take some tough shots and had some pretty threes come off of his hands. So expect him to get the ball into his hands more in the third and fourth quarter and attempt to be a scoring battery for these guys.
Yeah, and Vavruska's their leading scorer right now. He's got 13 points, and he's doing a good job. He's quick, he's fast. Erickson and Beck, both of them we're staying with him. They're kind of easy, good matchups both ways, and they're both having to work hard to get what they're getting.
Absolutely. So normally you ask me for my opinion of the game. I'm going to ask you of your opinion. What was your thoughts about seeing Tanner Stein come out here and wreak havoc left to right across the court there in that second quarter?
Tanner Stein, I love the motor that kid plays with. He came out, he was put on the biggest man on the court, Tristan Sumner, and he was fronting him, doing his work to get there and knocking the ball away. And also, he's knocking the ball away from some of the guards up front. He got that one full court breakaway where he got the layup. He had another one where he knocked it away, gave it to Erickson for the 2 points. So Tanner Stein is really working hard out here, doing a great job, and he needs to continue that.
Absolutely. And as this game gets deeper in the timer, we're going to see a lot of players with those 3-4 fouls start to tick into play. You're going to be looking to the guys on the bench to make an impact. Some of those names may come back up again.
Right, and I think the biggest one right now for both sides is Colt Beck and Tristan Sumner. Those two right now are going to make a difference for their teams. If Tristan Sumner or Colt Beck get their fourth foul within that first 2-3 minutes, they're going to be out of the game for a while. So I think that's going to be a close one to watch. For one, Colt Beck's just a motor that doesn't stop. For the other, Sumner is a motor that needs another motor to keep that bus going. So if you take a wheel off a bus and it's a pushing wheel, you're going to have some problems on that side too.
Absolutely. May the best hair win, I think we have to say with that.
Correct. So we've got 4:55 here left to go in the half. The Elks lead at 27-23. And we've just had a good ball game. Now, remember, later we're going to be having the women's game after this, women's varsity. They will be playing directly after this. We will stop this broadcast at the end of this one. We'll do the player of the game, let you guys know who that is, and then we'll shut this broadcast down, and we'll start another one up for the girls so that there'll be two separate instances once we get on to YouTube.
I've got an additional score for you here, but just the one. Flandreau and Tri-Valley have entered the second period. The score is 11-6, Flandreau leading.
Awesome.
And that is in Flandreau tonight. I would presume they also have a doubleheader.
I would presume so as well. I think that's going to be a big thing on Fridays is good doubleheaders.
Other games to watch out for tonight as the day moves on. Clark Willow Lake is in Groton this evening. Sioux Valley is playing Lakota Tech in Sioux Valley. And Beersford and McCook Central Montrose are matching up tonight at 8 in Beersford. So if you're headed down the interstate at any point in time, check that one out as well.
You bet. Well, the Falcons are coming out of the locker room now. And they will start to get warmed up here as the kids out here. Elkton Lake Benton likes to do a little fundraiser at halftime of these games where they allow kids to shoot free throws and three-pointers, and they get a pop or a candy or something like that. So those are the Wesleys running the pop shoot. That would be Riddick's parents. For those of you that don't know, little shout out for Riddick. He'll be helping with our broadcast later in the year. In fact, next week when we go to Arlington, he'll be doing one of those.
Yeah, that one's a bit of a hike for me.
It is. I believe you still have to come Thursday.
I do. Once is better than twice. For
right, I agree. Yeah. Some of those you just look at it and go, hey, it'd be nice if that was a doubleheader, but it is what it is.
Maybe I'll try the alternate route and try to get on 81 and take the back road, scenic route.
There you go. 81 goes all the way to Texas, so you could do that.
I better not overshoot it then.
Yeah, don't take a wrong turn, that's for sure.
I'll start seeing a different kind of basketball very soon.
Right? So the other thing I guess we should talk about is, the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos this weekend. What are your thoughts on that one?
Open up on it. I'll let you go first.
Well, being a realist, I would like to see Denver win, but I don't think it's going to happen. I see a close game, 7 points, maybe 3 points, but I do believe that Buffalo will pull it off with the home field advantage, and Denver having a rookie quarterback that hasn't played the playoffs yet. So that's actually a really long season for him because we're going on 19 games now. So
That's fair. I think I can predict that game just about to a T, and this prediction is team adjacent. Doesn't matter which team it is. Here's how the plays are going to go. Run, throw to tight end, quarterback run. Repeated in some form of an order until the game ends at 6-3.
6-3. 6. Okay.
No, I think it'll be an exciting game. It's not the one I'm choosing to put effort forth to watch necessarily, because I think that the Commanders-Buccaneers game will break scoring records.
Okay. I will try to watch every game this weekend because that's what Super Wild Card Weekend deserves.
That's fair.
Yes. Well, the Elks have made their way back out onto the court, and they are getting some shots down. I don't believe a lot of the JV players for either side will probably get a lot of looks in this game with how close it is and how competitive it is. So we got about 35 seconds left here to go in the halftime period. The Elks lead 27-23. What's your score prediction for this one, Steven?
Ooh, I think that's a tough one. I think we're going to get into a little bit of a heater here in the second half. I'm going to go 67-64. Elkton takes the win.
67-64. Elkton takes the win. That's what Steven is predicting. I'm going to let him run with that, and I'm even going to mark that down. 67-64. All right, I'm holding you to it.
All right. Do I lose anything if I miss?
Just pride. It's fine. Yeah.
Luckily, I have plenty of that, so we should be okay.
I don't have any of it, so we're good. A good crowd out there. Should we do an elk cam real quick? Let's do an elk cam before we get the second half started.
You got it. We'll do reverse direction.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the elk cam. Thanks for coming out and supporting the Elkton Lake Benton Elks. And you are on the screen. All right, and back to the action. Third quarter, Falcons now heading west to east. Vavruska left side for three, no good. And that is Tanner Stein with the rebound. And he is going to have it picked off by Vavruska. Stein knocks it away. Colt Beck back in the game. We'll get it and go back the other direction to Erickson in the corner for three. Good. 30-23. Elkton's opening up a little lead here. Biggest lead of the game, 7 points so far. Carson Vavruska bringing it back up. Keller back to Kelly. Over to Keller. Driving inside. Nowhere to go. Back to Kelly. To Berg. Berg will get it to Sumner. And Sumner will get two. Good move inside. And a good assist by Berg. Erickson will control it for the Elks. Excuse me, to Stein. Back to Colt Beck. Back to Nordmeyer. Nordmeyer for a 15-footer, no good, a little strong. Rebound by Kelly. The Falcons will head the other direction. Kelly inside to Sumner. Sumner for a 15-footer. A little strong, no good. Kelly with the rebound. And he'll make the second attempt. 30-27. Falcons have kind of closed it up. Stein with the drive. Going to get a block. That's going to be on number 50, number Sumner. That's going to be his fourth foul. And right away, we've got a newbie in the game. Sumner's going to sit down, and number 34, Logan Cole, will come into the game. Erickson to Beck. Beck's going to drive the lane. No room. Turn around. No good. And Cole in will get his first rebound. He's on the books. Top to Kelly. Over to Vavruska. Vavruska into Cole. And Cole, turnaround jumper in the lane. Good. 30-29. The Elks lead. Opened up a 7-point lead, and now the Falcons have come storming back. Dreitz up to Erickson. Erickson to Nordmeyer. Nordmeyer to Dreitz. Dreitz going to drive the lane. Yep. Took one too many steps there. Kind of dragged his lane. We're going to go the other way. Beck and Keller. Up to Vavruska. Is going to try to drive the middle. Nothing there. Over to Cole. Cole inside to Berg. Berg with the turnaround. No good. Rebound by Tanner Stein. Stein pushing it up. Gives it to Dreitz. Left side to Beck. He thought about shooting a really long three and then missed the layup. Got a little too far underneath. Kelly left side. Berg thought about the three, pulled it down. Over to the right side to Keller. Back to Berg. Berg with a layup inside. Now 31-30. Falcons take the lead. 4:52 left to go in the third quarter. Colt Beck to Dreitz. Dreitz to Erickson. Dreitz not really pushing the pace when he gets down here. Erickson gives it back to Dreitz over to the right side to Nordmeyer. Dreitz back to Nordmeyer for three. It's good. 2 in a row for Nordmeyer from the deep range. 4:25 left. The Elks take the lead back, 33-31. Right side to Berg. Berg tries to get it inside to Kelly. Stein will pick it up, and looks like Vavruska is going to get the foul, or be the. He's going to foul, and that will be his second. And Colt Beck will inbound for the Elks. 4:11 to go in this third period. The Elks leading 33-31. Erickson wants to reset everything. Top of the key. Stein. Back to Erickson. Back to Nordmeyer in the lane to Stein. Nordmeyer from three. No good. Little long. 2-point ball game. 3:45 to go. Vavruska to Keller. Keller top of the key to Kelly. Erickson doing a great job on Vavruska. And now the Berg and Dreitz, and we're going to have a jump ball. And Dreitz is able to get a hold of that. And that is going to go to the Elks. Nibby's going to come into the game. Nordmeyer's going to get a chance to sit down. And Blake DeVries is going to check in as well. And they're going to let Colt Beck sit down for a little bit. Give him a rest.
I think Colt Beck is really the guy you're going to want to save throughout this game.
I agree. So 3:30 to go. Elks up 33-31. Right side to Stein. Stein back to Erickson. Erickson for three. No good. Nibby with the rebound. Out to Dreitz. Dreitz for three. Good. Nothing but the 4-3.
And here we go, right back into this press look.
Yep. And we got something. There's a quarter. Somebody lost a quarter on the court. So we have to reset, go out of bounds. That was the third quarter to be exact.
Oh man. Put that one back where it
Couldn't
came
help
from.
it. Couldn't help it. Vavruska top of the key. Gets it to Berg. Berg top of the key to Kelly. Inside to Cole. Cole wasn't quite ready for it. Over to Keller. Back to Kelly. Kelly driving it in the middle. And he's going to get, they're going to get Kelly with the offensive foul. He was kind of using his arm to move things around.
Boy, interesting amount of charges in this game.
I think there's been 7 so far. 36-31, Elks lead, 2:35 to go in this third quarter. Dreitz going to drive the lane. Nobody there. Way in. And Dreitz and Bergs are both starting to heat up. This might be an 80-55 game if it keeps going. Kelly, left side to Vavruska. Over to Keller. Keller will center it. Back to Vavruska. 10-footer, no good. Rebound by Stein. Stein just seems to be in the right place at the right time all the time right now. To DeVries. DeVries back out top to Erickson. They'll reset. Stein for three. Dreitz for three. Nothing but the bottom of the net, and it's now a 10-point lead by the Elks. 1:40 to go in this third period. If I remember correctly, Tri-Valley was also the third period that the Elks exploded.
Well, when you get yourself a chance to go into the locker room, discuss with the team, hey, what happened in the first half, and come out with some adjustments, things like this can happen. You find a rhythm, you find a groove, got a little bit of chance to settle into the game.
100%. And in that Tri-Valley game, the Elks had 7 3-pointers in the third quarter. I believe they've got 5 right now. So they're doing kind of the same thing they did in that respect. So
yes, it's looking very similar at the moment.
Yes. So they've opened up a 10-point lead. We've got a minute 35 left to go in the third period. The Elks are doing a good job. Falcons are not going away. They're putting points up as well. Their big man, Tristan Sumner, hasn't seen the floor since he's got that 4th foul. They've had Logan Cole in, and he started off real hot. Got a good couple of rebounds, got a couple of points, and then went dead cold. We haven't seen him since.
Absolutely. Well, as the Elks, excuse me, I totally lost my train of thought there. As the Elks acclimate to a new body on the floor, they're going to be able to adjust that matchup and figure out who's going to be the best man to put on that new mark.
There seems to be one of the covers got knocked loose under the basket. I don't know if you can see the referee down there playing with the floor.
I'm not a gym expert, but I don't think they make extra of those.
No, it looks like he got it fixed. Oh, it's not going in all the way. They need to fix it. Do we have a facilities engineer? We have some super glue in the bag we can throw on that. Looks like they got it. So we are good to go. Starting back up again. Schindler has come into the game. It looks like Erickson has sat down. Berg got inside. There was some bumping together. Berg trying to get back inside. No good. Ball is bouncing all over the place. And Berg back outside ends up with it. 3 is a little short, no good. Looks like Krogh has gotten back into the game. I missed that one. But he's going to get caught with a foul there. That's Tegan Krogh. That's his 2nd foul. So we've got Nibby, Krogh, DeVries, Dreitz, and Schindler on the floor right now for the Elks. I think they're still discussing that little thing underneath the basket. Vavruska will inbound to Berg. Berg back to Vavruska. Out to Kelly. Kelly for 3 is good. And Schindler will bring the ball up for the Elks. Over to Krogh. Krogh to Dreitz. Dreitz looking for space. Trying to come inside, out to DeVries. Back to Dreitz. Dreitz with a 10-footer, no good. But inside, put it back. Good. 40 seconds to go in this third quarter. The Elks up 43-34. Vavruska is just faster than Schindler at the moment. And that's going to be a foul on Schindler. That's his first. Vavruska's first step is just a little too fast for Schindler at the moment. Berg in there. Good move by Berg in the layup. 24 seconds to go in this third quarter. And Nibby right side, driving the lane, and all the way to the back. 13 seconds to go. Falcons will probably hold for the last shot here in the third quarter. Vavruska goes left, throws it to Keller. Keller for 3, that's good. So at the end of 3, the Elks lead at 45-39 over the visiting Falcons. And we'll go with third quarter stats are brought to us by Precision Risk Management. Crop assistance from the local pros. Call David Squires today to ensure your farm's future. Precision Risk Management, Highway 14, Volga. Steven, what are you seeing in the third quarter?
Like we talked about in the halftime show, I think you're starting to see that Dreets versus Berg matchup come online. There's Berg finding his way into the paint a couple times there for some rebounds and some points. Dreets is getting the ball up top, and they're asking him to find a way to shoot from the mid-range. I'm excited to see more of that in the fourth, but holy smokes, have we uncorked the bottle on the three-point shooting here in the third quarter.
Yeah, they are definitely putting some points up. You know, when this game started and the way that first quarter went, I thought there's no way we're getting over 35 points, right? I figured 38, maybe 36, something like that. And now we're already over 45 for Elkton. Lake Benton and the Falcons are right at 40. So 8 minutes left. This thing could go either way still.
Absolutely. I'm seeing a little bit of a change in philosophy, too. Vavruska is moving the ball around.
So in the game for the Elks, we've got Colt Beck, Riley Nordmeyer, Tanner Dreets, Tanner Stein, and Elliot Erickson. For the Falcons, we've got Keller, Kelly, Cole, Vavruska, and Berg. Keller will bring the ball up for the Falcons. Top of the key to Kelly. Right side to Vavruska for 3. No good. And Nordmeyer will get the rebound. Going the other way. Nobody coming out to get him. I thought he'd take a shot there. Dreets. Out top to Erickson. Picked up his dribble. Got it inside to Stein. Stein going to dribble around Cole. No good. But Dreets is there for the rebound and puts it in. And Kelly will go the other way. Give it to Cole. Cole over to Keller. Back top to Kelly. Vavruska top. He's going to try to drive the lane. Erickson tried to get a foul. And I believe that's Kelly who hit another 3. Now 47-42. Nordmeyer with the ball right side. Gets it inside to Stein. Stein gives it to Erickson. Erickson with the shot. No good, but he's going to be shooting 2. They're going to give that foul to number 12, Vavruska, and that'll be his third foul. In the fourth quarter, still okay. Just getting your third now. And Erickson will shoot 2. For shot up and good. Pushes the lead to 6. 6 points won't last long with all the threes dropping right now.
No, not at all. There is no comfort zone here in the fourth quarter.
Second shot for Erickson is good. 49-42. Cole inbounds to Kelly. Back to Vavruska. Erickson will bring him up the court. Right side to Keller. Down to Kelly in the corner. Up to Berg. Berg for 3. It's good. Row for the Falcons. 6:30 to play in this fourth quarter. Colt Beck, top of the key. Going to drive the lane. And they're going to call Colt Beck for traveling. It was kind of a tie-up with Cole, so that could have gone either way. Vavruska. Elks not really paying attention, kind of let that one go. And Vavruska took advantage, now 49-47. And that one's going to go on Cole for Erickson. He'll be shooting 2. That'll be on 34, Cole. That'll just be his, should be his first. And Erickson will shoot 2. This will help slow it down for the Elks, too. First shot is up for Erickson, and it's good. Back to a 3-point lead. 6:09 left to go in the fourth quarter. Second shot is up and good, and that'll be 51-47. Kelly will bring the ball up for the Falcons. Over to Keller. To Berg. Berg one-on-one with Dreets. shot is no good. Who are they going to call that on? Going to call it on Dreets. And that will be Tanner's first foul, actually. So Berg will shoot 2. First one is good. Second shot coming. It's up and good. 51-49, fourth quarter. 5:51 to go. Inside to Beck. Beck to Tanner Stein. Back to Beck. Beck almost loses his footing. Coach Erickson doesn't agree with the traveling call on that one. I would tend to agree with Coach Erickson on that, but I'm not wearing stripes. Vavruska tried to push it again, tried to catch the Elks off guard once again. Didn't happen this time. Cole to the right to Kelly. Back to Vavruska. They're going to call that on Colt Beck. That's going to be Colt Beck's 4th foul. See if they sit him down. Nibby's coming into the game. Nibby's going to come in for Colt and let him sit down. He's got 4 fouls. He'll only have 1 left. Elkton leading 51-49. Get to Vavruska. Over the left side to Kelly. Kelly, Nibby's blocking him down in there. Short shot. I think Nibby got a little hand on it. Nibby with the rebound. Pushes it up to Nordmeyer. Nordmeyer over to Nibby in the corner. Made the 3, but they're going to call travel on him. That's the 3rd travel in as many trips down the court. Coach Erickson does not agree with that call. 5 minutes left to go in this 4th quarter. Still 51-49. Been a dry spell for both sides. Right side, Vavruska. That foul is going to be on the floor. It's going to be Erickson's 3rd foul. Out of bounds underneath. They're going to say Vavruska touched the end line when he got the ball. Out of bounds, Elks basketball. Two-point ball game. Elks lead, 4:43 to go. Nordmeyer to Nibby. Nibby to Dreets. And Cole's going to pick Dreets' pocket. Keller pushes it up. Gets it back to Berg. Dreets will knock it away, but Keller will pick it back up. Get it back out to Berg. And the Falcons want a timeout. It's been 51-49 for about 2 minutes now. It went crazy for about 3 minutes starting this quarter and then just stopped.
Yeah, we've picked up a little bit of a case of the travel bug, and that's on both sides of the ball here. Hopefully both teams can go ahead and settle themselves and clear that up so we can get a really solid last 4 minutes here.
Yeah, and being only a 2-point ball game, everything is in play right now. We've got a player on each side with 4 fouls. And since those players have gotten 4 fouls, they haven't been back in the game.
Absolutely.
So we'll see how they come into play and how this ends up. 4:22 left to go in the 4th quarter. 51-49, the Elks lead. It is the Falcons basketball. Oh, no, it's Elks basketball. No, it's Falcons basketball.
We got it eventually.
Falcons basketball. Out of bounds on the side.
Discipline is going to be a big factor here as we close this game out. A lot of guys with 4 fouls on the board. You need to stay alive for your team.
Same lineups in for both teams as before the timeout. Berg will inbound for the Falcons. Bring it into Keller. Keller top of the key. He wants to get over to the Berg-Vavruska side. Berg back to Keller, top of the key, Vavruska. Keller down to Berg. Dritz and Berg battling over there. Cole, top of the key. Kelly. Kelly blocked by. That is going to be a shot clock violation. Blocked by Nibby. So the Elks will have the basketball going the other direction. 3:58 to go. 51-49, 2-point ball game. Nordmeyer to Nibby. Nibby to Dritz. Dritz drives in the middle. Nibby right side. Berg going to get in the way. Erickson right there. Erickson to Stein. Stein for two, no good. A little strong on that shot. Berg will bring the ball up. Vavruska top of the key. Left side Kelly. Kelly trying to drive middle. No good. Cole with the run in there. And they're going to get Cole with the charge. That's going to be his second foul.
Well, we should have brought the charge counter tonight.
Yeah, no kidding. So again, Elks basketball. Colt Beck back in the game. Nordmeyer will take a seat and rest a few. 3:20 to go. Elks lead 51-49 still. Nibby top of the key to Beck. Beck back to Nibby. Nibby for three. No good. Cole with the rebound. Elks got to get back. Kelly left side. Gives it to Vavruska. He'll go left side with Cole. Berg and Keller over to Berg in the corner. Berg dribbles around Dritz. Misses the layup. Dritz gets a rebound. It's going to be a foul. On Berg. And that will just be his second. But again, still 51-49, 2:44 to go. Shots have gone up. Nothing's gone in. Tanner Stein for three. Good. And now we know there's nothing on the Elks basket. Vavruska bring the ball up for the Falcons. Left side. Keller back to Kelly. Back to Vavruska. Vavruska dribbles behind the back. Short little jumper. No good. Dritz with the rebound. Dritz to Nibby. 54-49. 2:01 left to go. Nibby back up top to Stein. Over to Erickson. Erickson in the lane. Gives it to Nibby. They're going to call travel. And Coach Erickson does not agree with all the travels that are happening. And Elkton Lake Benton is going to call a timeout. And Coach Erickson does not agree with all the traveling fouls. Well, one of them was okay, but the others he has not agreed with.
There is currently an explanation of what a pivot foot is going on the court out there. I think that's pretty obvious he's upset.
Yeah, I think that last call was definitely incorrect, and especially as Nibby was coming in the lane. It was a beautiful pass, and it would have been a good layup. Whether he'd have made it or not, different thing, but the play was going to be a beautiful play. A team loves to see the passion in their coach. Coach Erickson cares about these kids and cares about the game that's going on here. 1:51 to go in this ball game. Elkton Lake Benton leads 54-49. It's a 5-point ball game. And the Falcons will bring the ball up. Full court press here by the Elks. Nibby will knock the ball away. And they're going to call him on the arm. I think that is going to be on the Falcons. Yep. So that is going to be on Tucker Keller. That'll be his second foul. And it'll be Nibby shooting 2 as they are in the bonus now. So these free throws will be huge going down the stretch with $1:45 left.
Absolutely. This is where you start to build a little bit of padding to try to get your breath back.
And now any foul against the Elks will put them at the line. First shot up for Nibby is good. That pushes the lead out to 6 points. One more makes it a 3-possession game. Second shot is up. Nibby is good. Huge free throws there. Vavruska will bring the ball up. Erickson making him work the whole way. Left side to Kelly. And no travel there. That one will go down and be talked about. Out the top to Vavruska for a long 3, and that's good. So 52-56. 1:16 left to go in this ball game. To Stein. Back to Nibby. And he's going to get pickpocketed by Vavruska. And Stein knocks it away from him. Vavruska going down to reach for it is said that he kicks it. So it will be Elkton basketball with 1:03 left to go in this ball game. And now the coach of the Falcons is wondering what is going on now. I don't think either coach is really happy with the referees tonight. 1 minute to go, 56-52. Elkton leads, and they have the basketball. Erickson, top of the key. Passed out to Nibby, over to Colt Beck for 3. No good. Rebound. And he'll get to shoot 2. And that was on 23, Carson Kelly. That'll be his 3rd. Erickson is 4 for 4 from the free throw line tonight. It's a 4-point game right now. 47 seconds left to go in the game. First shot up for Erickson. It's good. Pushes the lead to 5. Second shot's up. It's good. Pushes the lead to 6. Coach Erickson will call a timeout. He'll take a full here. So 47 seconds to go. Elkton leads 58-52 in the 4th quarter. What are you doing right here, Steven?
Just making sure my guys are settled in and ready to close this out. It's just like the call to the bullpen, bring me the closer, play the trumpets as Edwin Diaz walks out of the bullpen, right? This is where I want my guys to be focused and disciplined, not to make any mistakes, because that is not a large gap. And we've seen Vavruska shoot from the parking lot at this point. There is by no means not 6 points available.
Agreed. The snack bar over there had a shot from the counter, I think. So yeah, and no fouls and no open shots. Just contest everything, but don't foul anybody.
Absolutely. 47 seconds is by no means a long time, but in basketball, it can be really close to a long time.
Very true. Very true. And 6 points is a good lead, but not insurmountable by any means. And the way both of these teams play defense, 6 points could disappear in a hurry.
Absolutely.
So on the court for the Elks, Tanner Stein, Nibby, Dreitz, Erickson, and Beck. For the Falcons, Kelly, Keller, Vavruska, Berg, and Cole. Kelly will inbound. We'll have full court press here by the Elks. Referee's telling him he can run the baseline if he needs to. They'll get it into Keller. Keller back to Vavruska. He is obviously their best ball handler. Left side to Berg. Berg back to Vavruska for 3. Long one. Good. 3-point ball game. And the Falcons want to talk about it.
There it was again from the parking lot. We now know that Vavruska's got range. And he absolutely can create some space for himself to shoot.
And they were looking for Vavruska to shoot. Get him the ball, get him 3 inches, and he'll put a 90-footer in. That was 8 feet beyond the 3-point yard.
Yeah, if I'm the coach of the Falcons, I'm looking at my clipboard going, yep, that's the guy.
Yep, agreed. Now, 58-55, Elkton leads by 3. So they still need another one of those to tie. But now they don't have the ball. So it will be full court press. I almost guarantee it. 33.3 seconds left. You got to break that press. You got to do it.
Yeah, I think we're probably headed toward a display of conditioning.
Yeah, there will be some running going on here.
They're no strangers to the press. They saw it on Monday.
Same squad for the Falcons. Same squad for the Elks. Stein will inbound. Referee's telling him he can run the whole baseline. And here we go. Gets it into Nibby. Nibby to Erickson. Back to Nibby. And then we call a timeout. I think we got a time. Yeah, we have a timeout by Elkton.
Yeah,
Now
you're going to need to avoid the 5-second call there.
Right. 26.4 seconds. 58-55 still. 3-point ball game. Elkton is in the bonus. So the Falcons don't want to foul, especially Erickson or Nibby, as they are both on fire from the free throw line. So they're, again, going to do the press and try not to allow them to get much space. The student section's bantering back and forth. All right, the Elks will inbound from the side. If I were you, Tanner Stein, I'd put Colt Beck there and let him run. That kid's fast. It looks like they broke it, so they're past half court. And we have a foul on 0, but it's Erickson that he fouled. So that'll be Keller's 3rd foul. But Erickson is on fire from the free throw line. He's 6 for 6 right now. 20.5 seconds, 58-55. 2 shots. First one is no good. The important one is right here. That'll push it to a 4-point game. Then you just have to double Vavruska. Second shot up for Erickson. Good. 4-point ball game. Erickson is taking a full timeout.
I think this is a great spot to take one. I want to make sure everybody takes a breath.
Agreed.
Stands in the huddle together. Understands we're about to close this thing, but it takes some effort. Then as soon as I walk out of this huddle, I'm going to find number 12 wearing in the black jerseys. I'm going to put my nose in his chest.
Yes.
That ball better come nowhere near him.
20.5 seconds left. Elkton Lake Benton leading 59-55. The Falcons will now have the ball, trailing by 4. Vavruska has hit 2 30-foot three-pointers in a row, and it's a 4-point ball game. So they're going to need points quick. What do? Do you go for a 3, hope you get fouled? Or do you try to get a 2 and then press to try to get the ball quick?
I think I'm maybe making a rotation here, trying to get some more height within the paint, and then I just let Vavruska fire. He's been really hot from beyond the arc. I might as well let him try to win this game for me.
And Stevens said 67-64 Elks. It's 59-55.
So you're saying there's a chance?
I'm saying there's a chance. 20.5 seconds left in the 4th quarter. 4-point lead by the Elks. Falcons will have the ball. They will try to inbound to Vavruska. They will have him fronted. Got the ball to him. Now it's just playing the defense. Got it over to Keller. Keller to Berg. Berg looking for the 3. Shot the 2. So now 59-57. Timeout by the Falcons. 8.6 seconds left in this game.
I think that's a great job managing the ball there by the Falcons. If Favruska is able to blow by his defender and shoot, that's what they were looking for. But if not, get it inside and let Berg try to score.
Had to get points. One way or the other, had to get points. Now it's just a 2-point ball game. Elkton Lake Benton needs to get the ball in to their shooter and just hold it. It's a 10-second count off, right?
Yep.
So let them value. Make your 2 free throws and go home with a win.
Those free throws are going to be the most nerve-wracking free throws of the evening.
Agreed. And I tell you what, Florence Henry has arrived and played well tonight, as well as Elkton Lake Benton. Both these teams playing well. Both of them, one of them 4-1, the other 4-2. Their records do not lie. They are both good teams.
Absolutely. And as you're ever careening towards the conference tournaments for these teams, you're really excited about how you're playing right now coming out of this game, regardless of who wins it.
Right. The bus ride home for Florence Henry won't be as fun if they lose, but it will be a moral victory at that if they don't come out on top of this. Still a 2-point ball game, 8.6 seconds left on the clock in this fourth quarter. Elkton Lake Benton will have the ball. Will be inbounding the ball. Tanner Stein will inbound. Leading by 2. He can run the full end of the court. Got it into Nibby, and Nibby will be fouled right away. 7.5 seconds. Lost 1.4 seconds off the clock. Nibby will shoot 2.
I think there's a part of me that wants to see them throw the streak with Colt Beck
yeah,
on the press break.
That's what I thought they should have done too, just go. Nibby, a good free throw shooter as well. First one is up and no good. That last foul on Ty Berg, that'll be his 3rd foul as well. So 2-point ball game, 7.5 seconds left. Nibby with his 2nd shot. Big shot here. Shot is up and good. 3-point ball game. Vavruska with the ball, 6 seconds to go for half court. Shooting the 3. It's up. No good. Tanner Stein with the rebound. So Elkton Lake Benton, the Elks will win this one at the buzzer, 60-57. Great job by both of these teams. Couldn't ask for a better game.
Wow, ending in cinematic fashion there. Make or miss, that was going to be pretty.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Final stats are brought to us by Shorty's Hot Box Food Truck. Big or small, Shorty's Hot Box can serve a group from their food truck, or they love attending festivals and fairs. Contact Kim for a customized quote. Amazing customer service with great food that's served super fast. So, Stephen, what did you see that game at the end of it? Was everything happened that you thought should have happened for each side? What do you think?
Sure. I think that game was a little bit of exactly what we were hoping it was going to be, right? The first half opened up to be a defensive battle where we were struggling to get inside for both sides. Went into the locker room to make some adjustments. Some foul trouble came from the energy. Going into the second half, the floodgates opened up. We saw the 3-point shooting start to take off. And that was for both sides. We saw a little bit of a shootout, and then we saw the defense close back in and find a way to finish that game. And I think it's a great win for the Elks there. They got to feel good about taking a close one at home. Absolutely. It's an unfortunate bus ride back home in the cold for Florence Henry. But going next week, I think you take a lot of good keys from that game. And at the very end of the day, I got some guys who can score.
Agreed. Just a great job by both sides. Congratulations to Florence Henry for doing what they did. They got a good team, and they'll be back. They'll be around. The player of the game is provided to us by the Lake Benton Resort. Come see the beautiful view of Lake Benton. 1- and 2-bedroom rentals available in summer and winter, fully furnished with kitchen. Hang out in the bar and the restaurant. Fishing, bait, supplies, and off sale also available. Come see Randy and the crew and join the Lake Benton Resort. Stephen, who do you got for the player of the game today?
This one might come as a little bit of an unexpected choice, but I'm actually going to lean towards Blake DeVries as my player of the game today.
Okay.
He came out and was extremely explosive in his matchups. He drew a lot of really important fouls on guys that were much bigger than he was, found a way to make energy plays, get steals, rebounds, and find the outlet to go down and score in transition offense. And I think he was a big part of the motor that was Elkton Elks today.
Agreed. That's a good call. I like Blake DeVries. I'm going to go a different direction. I myself am going to go with Tanner Stein. That kid was everywhere tonight. When we needed a rebound, he got it. When we needed a steal, he got it. He was there as well. But I think both of them did the same thing out there, just at different times of the game. So Blake DeVries and Tanner Stein, let's do a co-player of the game for those two. Brought to you by the Lake Benton Resort, so congratulations to those two. Tanner Stein and Blake DeVries. All right, so with that being said, we are going to stop this stream, and we are going to start a new one for the girls' game. So we'll be back in probably 2.5, 3 minutes. So thanks for watching Saul's Media and Elkton Lake Benton Sports.